Hello, y'all. Okay, so today we're going to have some fun things. You're going to want to stick around because in this episode, not only do I give financial advice, yeah, I also will have a interesting thing for you to join in with at the end that I think will give you some food for thought. So here's what happened and why this whole thing is happening, and you can blame my editor. About once a year, he brings me over a huge stack. I mean, it's probably about that big, of all his old financial magazines, Kiplinger's and Forbes and all these things that he reads. And he says, "Here, Angela," this is what he says, "I know you're not going to understand any of this, but you might enjoy just flipping through it." Oh, yeah, and I don't understand money with a capital M. It's weird. Anyway, I was flipping through them, sure enough, and I did find some things that I enjoyed. And I wanted to share a few things with you, especially in this time of the pandemic, the COVID virus thing. Everybody's hunkered down wondering when we're going to turn the economy back on. Hello? And so this is advice from some magazines and some advertisers in those magazines as to what we would be doing during during this pandemic shutdown. One is Slack. Put that in the trash. That's what a lot of people are doing. This one says how to be successful. Let's see if I can get to it, if I can show it. Success through being pushy. Well, I took that advice. Yeah, all I know is when I do try to do it, people say, "Angela, why are you so pushy?" And I go, "Because Kiplinger's magazine told me so." That's how I would find success. Then, I can't get these out of order. This is your big laugh of the day. Lawmakers want to help you save more. I think they call that an editorial placement article. Here's another editorial replacement article called your second big laugh of the day. IRS unveils a shorter form. Yeah, right. Jeez, God almighty. Lord have mercy. Now, to this one I say, true that. It says market volatility shouldn't be top of mind. Pursuing your passion should. See all you creators out there? Kiplinger's Personal Finance says to do this. So now, if your spouse says, "Why are you spending all that time on your guitar, keyboard, saxophone, or whatever else you play, drums?" You can say, "Kiplinger's magazine told me to pursue my passion." What are they going to say to that? Nothing. Now this other one was in Kiplinger's in, let's see what year this was. It was December of 2018, so 18 months ago. What did Kiplinger's know when they wrote "Learning to Live Without a Paycheck"? You want to talk conspiracy theory? You know, I don't look like Nancy doing that. Now, here's what we are happy to have in this time. Financial emergency kit. Yes, indeedy. Then my answer to this is no. This is an ad. You know the feeling when you actually wake up early to go to the gym? I love to wake up early. But the gym thing, And for those of you who live here in Atlanta who are always complaining we have the worst traffic in the world, well, Kiplinger's Personal Finance says you are wrong. The top 5, look at that. You see Atlanta anywhere on that list? Don't want to hear it no more. To this one I go, hell no. Need I say more? This next piece is will help you reduce clutter and also will help your financial situation now. And to this next one I go, no kidding. Emergency funds can reduce stress. No duh. This used to be the way dating was done. And any article that has this as a headline, I tell them to shut up. Because they probably have a nanny. They have coffee with their friends. Okay, a little business because Mama is trying to sell. My new album, Caviar for One, streaming on Spotify. You can get it. You can download the album and the individual songs on Amazon Music. Let's see what else about that. SoundCloud, streaming on there. So go look it all up. You're going to love it. Misha Stefanuk and Alan Denon and I. These are all original songs, and it's a journey, you guys. There is no one genre on this thing. It's a journey. This is a novel I wrote called Whitfield, Nebraska. It's tough. It's written with humor to a certain degree, but there is a point where the bad guy and the good guy, they do interact. My latest book of humor is called Nagging Women and Clueless Men. So all these are available on Amazon.com. Go get them. Now, here is what I want y'all to do. You need to trust me on this. Okay? Close your eyes. Just close them. You should be all alone. You won't have to say anything out loud. Just close your eyes. I'm going to ask you a question. I do not want you to think about the answer because only you will know it, so you can be honest. I'm going to ask you a question, and as soon as I finish asking it, I want you to answer that. Okay, you ready? Are your eyes closed? Okay. How old are you? What'd you come up with? Well, obviously you can't tell me because, you know, you're watching this video. But right now you should be going, holy cow. That answers a lot. When I did it, I really didn't have to think about it because I already knew how old I was. In my head, when I always picture myself, I always pictured myself as 12. And I'm 12. And a 12-year-old girl, she is full of wonder at the world. And she is excited about everything. That is, if her hormones haven't already kicked in. And a lot of hormonal things don't happen in girls till they're about 13, 14. And that's what I am. I'm full of wonder, and I'm full of curiosity about everything. I get bored very easily with chuckleheads. 12-year-old girls do not suffer fools gladly. So, how old were you? What does that tell you about yourself? I'll always be 12. I'm always 12. Billy Joel wrote a song called Forever 17. Or She Is Always 17. Always 17. I think that's what it is. And was it Billy Joel? No. Harry Chapin. My bad. Harry Chapin. Poor thing. Dead. That car wreck was so bad. But it's about someone who's always 17. Well, I'm always 12. And you are always what? Well, it's the funniest thing. I ask people these things all the time. I was once in a meeting with a CEO of a huge company. I was doing the company newsletter for him, and I don't know, I was sitting in his office, and he didn't like what I had to say. Nobody ever does until I convince them, and then they're like, oh, you're right. Well, anyway, we were in this conversation, and he was saying some stuff, and I said, you know what? I need you to close your eyes right now. He said, excuse me? We're alone in his office. I said, no, trust me on this. Close your eyes. And then I asked him to answer the question immediately. Then I asked it. So when I said, how old are you? His eyes flew open. And he said, oh my God. And I said, well, he said, I'm 17. I said, see? He said, that tells me all I need to know about his first marriage, his second marriage, how he interacted with people. He was in his, he was probably 63 when I asked him that question. On the other hand, there's a young fella I know, and I asked him how old he was. He said 30. That's how old he has always been in his mind, is 30. And he was older than that, and I say young man, he's, now in his 40s, but in his mind, he's always 30. And that's a sad place to be. It really is a sad place to be. Of course, maybe it's good for him. I don't know. Well, I'm going to let you guys go. Talk to you later. And hey, listen, don't forget to buy my books. Mama Gotta Eat.